Hey y'all, welcome back.
Welcome back, boo boo babies.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How about? Yeah, it is going good. How are you?
Good. New week, new tea.
Where we kiki with you and you kiki with we.
I'm pretty good.
Good. Yeah. What's the latest? Latest and the greatest?
Latest and the greatest. You know, no hot tea or anything, but working. What happened last weekend?
It was a pretty quiet weekend for me. I don't feel like I did much. I didn't. I kept it low key.
I too kept it low key.
I kept it pretty low key. Nothing really exciting, honestly, truly.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
It was just one of those weekends.
Yeah, it was.
One of those weekends.
Saturday, I just went and got my nails done, came home and laid on the couch.
That's cool. Did you binge something or?
No. It was really chill.
Did you watch something? What were you doing on your phone? Read? Did you finish that book?
No, but I will.
Okay.
I will. No, I'm not pressuring myself.
Yeah,
I am going to start a fiction book.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get into fiction.
I'm going to get into
I was thinking using Audible for that.
Yeah. I was too. I too was going to use my Audible account. The seven husbands of whatever her name is what I'm going to read.
Ooh.
I forgot what it's called, but I have it queued up. I'll let y'all know how it goes.
I used to stay in a fiction book. My young head buried in a fiction book.
I did too. I loved to read when I was younger. I swear I did.
Me too. I get lost in those books. Did you read the remember the Boxcar Children?
No. I didn't read that.
Ooh.
I read a lot of Junie B. Jones.
The Babysitter's Club.
Of course, Babysitter's Club. Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Oh.
Yes. I was into that kind of stuff.
I was so into Goosebumps. American Girl.
No.
You didn't read Addie?
I did read Addie. Addie was a
she was an American girl.
Oh, yeah, I did read that.
She was an American girl.
American girl. But I really did enjoy fiction. And maybe that's why I'm not drawn to read any everything has been so self-helpy in the last decade that maybe if I pivot to some fiction, I'll enjoy.
I mean, I love A Coldest Winter Ever.
Yeah,
those Zane novels had me in my
frenzy,
lips in a chokehold.
Yeah,
as
quivering.
Shaking. I'm like, what is this I feel?
The Zane sex chronicles were one for the ages.
Addicted was.
Listen.
When I read Addicted, I'm like,
oh my God.
That was like, soft
this
porn. What?
That was soft porn for your mind.
Erotica.
It was really stimulating.
It was real
the
erotica.
mind.
It was dipsy.
Yeah, it was. Now, child, I don't even know how I would feel now reading that book.
I want to read it again.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Should we take it for a go? Even though we already know what's going to happen?
It's still like you get lost. It's like mindless reading. That's the thing about fiction. You know, with the nonfiction, we let me remember this shit. Let me apply the shit. Exactly. I highlight and taking notes.
It's different. The self-help stuff. Remember Eric Jerome Dickey? Listen,
I remember that, brother. Fly Girl.
It was Fly Girl.
I loved Fly Girl. Yeah. My faves, Fly Girl, True to the Game, The Coldest Winter Ever, Addicted, and there was some more Zane.
I loved all the Zane chronicles.
All the Zanes.
Every chronicle.
Everyone.
I remember there was one story that she told about a laundromat. A lady and a fellow at a laundromat. Huh. Got to get back into the chronicles.
I got to get some of those black erotic.
I feel like Zane was the only one doing that erotica like that.
No, because there is some scenes. Sister Soldier gave us a few.
But the full erotica,
the full erotica, Zane had that on lock. Zane had block on lock, the clock stay.
She was in her bag with erotica.
Oh, Zane's a she?
It's a he. Don't tell me it's a he. It's a girl. It's a lady. It's a woman. Is my sister still alive? Listen, Zane is a lady. It's not a boy.
Damn, this whole time I thought it was a brother.
I would not be listening I would not be reading sex
Why not?
chronicles because I don't like that. I want to hear no. It's giving Victoria's Secret is a man. I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like it. I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to see Zane. There she is.
Yeah. Type in Zane author.
Zane author. There it is.
You gotta put the author.
Yeah, Zane Sex Chronicles. Did y'all watch?
Because they might give you Lil Zane.
Zane, she's an author. There she is, black woman. Period.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
And she's still living. 55 years old. So she's
only 55?
She is. She was young writing them nasty novels. She was young because Yes, the Sex Chronicles. Addicted.
That's
Sex
what I'm
Chronicles
gonna
2.
read. Addicted. Ooh,
Sex
yes.
Chronicles
Ooh, that's
2.
gonna be a nice little nighttime read paired with a glass of wine, bitch.
It's too much. It's giving pull out your Tracy's dog. That is gonna give out pull out your Tracy's dog. Addicted. Let's get the Addicted in rotation. I will order it on Amazon.
Me too.
Y'all read it too.
Tonight.
Let us know. Yeah, weekend was low key, so
okay.
We'll see what's coming up on the agenda this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is up? Oh, ratings and reviews.
Those are
up and stuck. I see a lot of you have been going over to Spotify and putting your bid in over there. Please, if you haven't already, get your ass over there.
Why is the update not showing on my Spotify? You're gonna have to keep tabs on that because
I have the tabs. You know, I think today we're at 85. Next week, let's come back and be at
100.
100. I feel like that's a doable goal. 100, let's do it. You girls out there who listen on Spotify, who are taking advantage of us by not leaving your rating, I'm done with you.
Do not take advantage of us.
86. So we want to be at 100. Yeah, we want to be at 100. But to show our appreciation, we are going to read a rating and review.
We are. We're going to read a review of the week. This one comes from Isioma. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, Queen. She says, my mom and I are still homegirls. We've been listening to this podcast for 2 years. Don't drag me. This isn't my first review. We love someone who spins the block.
Yeah, come on back.
Feel free to spin the block and leave an updated review. She says, and we love it here. My mom and I are in complete awe of the growth of Germany and Brittany. We heard that some people have been complaining about the podcast having commercials. But y'all, we're so proud. Y'all are consistent and your content never disappoints. We're homegirls for life. P.S. We're just saying we'd love to see you guys have your own talk show on primetime TV. And these are the type of listeners, homegirl supporters that we need in our life.
We too could see ourselves on prime time.
Speaking things
taking Wendy's
into existence like primetime TV. And now you see the growth and you love to hear the ads.
Yeah. Thank you. Y'all do know this. As much as this is your healing, this is our way to freedom. Okay? Healing and freedom go hand in hand. We are trying to get out.
Healing, freedom.
They're one and it's the same.
Healing, freedom.
Thank y'all for listening to the ads. Thank y'all for using the codes and supporting the people who support us. Yeah, we appreciate it. And if you are a homegirl who just cannot get with the ads, that's okay. Join us over on Patreon where there are ad-free episodes updated and uploaded every week.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, and speaking of Patreon, y'all can join us over there for extra bonus content goodies. Like I mentioned, the bonus episodes, the journal prompts, the affirmations, the playlist, the ad-free episodes, all of that lives over on Patreon. So if you haven't joined us over there yet, be sure to get on over and get a little sample of what you're missing.
Get on over there.
Yes.
Also, get on over to YouTube. The girls are on YouTube. There wasn't a video last week because we had some technical difficulties, but everything is looking good this week, so we are back.
Yeah.
We're back on the big screen. Before we get to prime time, you can see us on YouTube.
Yeah, on your time.
So, subscribe.
Yes. Thank y'all for everybody who already has subscribed. So last week's episode.
Wait, before we do that, let's shout out our new patrons.
Oh, yes, honey.
We have
give them their flowers.
Nija.
Hey, Nija. I feel like, Nija, you've come and gone. I'm glad you're back.
A few have, but we welcome you with open arms.
Come on.
The door is always open, just like a church.
It's giving prodigal son.
Just like the church. The doors of Patreon are always open.
What's up?
We have Allie.
Hey, Allie girl.
Desiree.
Hey, Desiree.
Lexi.
What's good?
Holly.
Hey, Holly.
Destiny.
Hey, Destiny.
Cece.
What's up, girl? That better not be my mama.
No, it's not that.
C-I-C-I?
It's just a C and a C.
Okay. Sometimes she does that.
Just as letters?
Yeah.
It's not giving Dean. I didn't see Dean. Laura.
Hey, Laura, girl.
And Kayla.
Hi, Kayla. Welcome to the squad, y'all. Welcome to the gang. It's a lot of you guys this link. I'm happy. It's giving tears of joy.
Yeah, and we gave a little snippet on Instagram about our bonus episode about love bombing.
Yeah.
We talked about how we got love bombed, so.
If you haven't listened, go on over to Instagram. Go follow us on Instagram, too. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Get over there.
That part.
So, last week's episode. We chatted about getting unstuck, the lighthouse method, applying it, essentially using the lighthouse method when you don't know where to start. You have a goal. Maybe you don't.
You don't have a goal. You just know that you want to get somewhere.
That's it.
You have in your mind that there's a destination you want to reach. You might not be quite sure of how to get to the destination. What the destination is, you know that it's something greater.
Something in the future.
Something
Looking for you to look ahead to.
Yes.
Keep your eyes lifted on him.
On the prize.
And your prize, exactly.
Both.
So if you haven't listened already.
Eye on him, eye on the prize. Do you know how to make your eyes
Absolutely
cross-eyed?
not. No, I don't. I think you're supposed to look at the tip of your nose. Did I do it?
No.
Just check now.
No.
Okay, fuck it then. It don't matter. Child games.
Right.
Child games, okay? So I think this is the perfect episode. That was a perfect episode to listen to at the top of the year when everybody's gearing up, getting their goals in line, setting out their intentions. Maybe you just don't know where to start. And this is a great episode to listen to relieve the pressure off yourself and have you change your perspective on what it looks like to move towards an achievement.
Yes.
Get into it, yeah.
Get into it.
Yeah.
So this week we are getting into another topic. We are going to be talking about excellence over perfection.
Perfectione. Which
the two are commonly confused. Excellence and perfection are not synonymous. They're two different things.
Yeah.
And sometimes perfection can hinder progress, right? We can be like, I want to be perfect. This needs to be perfect. And until it's perfect, it's not good. Or I can't even start until it's perfect, like we mentioned last week with the lighthouse effect. And we want to make sure we're removing any barriers that we create or that we think are in our way so that we can get the ball rolling. That's really what we're trying to do. Make shit happen.
Yeah.
And striving for perfection can prevent that.
It really can. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like if it's not perfect, I don't want to do it? Or are you striving for perfection?
Yeah.
What does it look like? What does that look like for you?
It has looked like feeling like if I do something and it's not the best, like I kind of beat myself up. Like.
And beat me up.
Get your ass over here and get your ass beat.
The beating goes both ways. The beating of me, the beating of you.
I done beat myself, the thin line between love and hate, orange in the fucking stocking. And get your ass over here.
Not the Lynn Whitfield.
Yes.
Ooh, Lynn was so crazy. Yeah,
I just watched that movie.
The beating up of
crazy ass.
yourself and me.
Yeah. Yeah, it just looks like that. Like not even being able to appreciate, you know, things because I'm nitpicking out what could have been better and just being overcritical, which is a trait of mine.
Yes.
I can be overly critical of myself and others that I have identified. I'm aware and I feel like I'm making progress.
Come on.
Have I beat you up lately?
I'm just kidding. I have not been beaten, lady. I'm not even gonna say what I want to say. Not gonna take it there. But
you were gonna take it sexual?
No, hell no. I was not about to take it freaky. No. You haven't.
Good.
You have not.
So how about you? Have you felt like the pressure to be perfect? I know you say that you were a prodigy. Child prodigy. Was there something there?
I think it's not with I feel like other people might want me to be like not perfect because I just feel like that's so extreme. But I would say that maybe there's a spectrum, right, of perfectionism. There's that real far end where it's like, okay, I can't even, it has to be perfect. And then there's like a sort of in between. So maybe not necessarily myself, but I felt, I wonder if it's OCD. I feel like I might have some OCD ways.
You do?
I think so.
Yeah, you do.
I think so.
You have some.
I think so. Couple that with a little bit attention deficit disorder, maybe some ADD.
I think I definitely do have some ADD. I was feeling that because it's not ADHD, but it's definitely like I have been having some trouble focusing on tasks. Like I get distracted very easily, and then I'm like forcing a multitask when I need to be monotasking sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like my mind's like, I need to do this. Oh, and I need to do that
That's
too.
how I am.
And then I need to do that.
I was literally in the kitchen cleaning everything up. I went from folding one thing. I turned my head, see the vegetable broth need the top on it, put that on, turn around, put that down. It's like I cannot just dot. It's so difficult. So
I know that there's some quieting I need to do. I really want to go to that float tank.
oh yeah, you should.
Because I feel like that'll...
When your braids is out. Because it's salt water.
Right.
So you need to go when you can just like wash your hair after.
Okay.
It's not a braided style. And yeah, it's not a braided style. I would not highly recommend don't going if you have a protective style in your head.
Thanks.
Because that salt water sick.
Because I'm going to be sitting straight up like your ass was. Crisscross.
Listen. But yeah, maybe a little bit of perfectionism. A little. I think it would be a good knowledge piece, a knowledge bomb to explain the difference between excellence and perfection.
Let's do it.
So, excellence, per the dictionary, is the quality of being outstanding or extremely good, right? And perfection is the condition, state, or quality of being free or as free as possible from all flaws or deficits. All flaws or deficits. Now.
So there's definitely differences here.
Yeah.
There's definitely differences. So when you are striving for excellence, you want to be good at something.
Yeah.
You want to complete it to the best of your abilities. This is what I have to tell myself. Because I definitely want to be good. I don't want to say, well, I'm not perfect and I'm just being subpar, like doing whatever to say it's complete and like, I'm taking the pressure off myself. I'm not perfect. But when you're perfect, it's like there's no flaw, even if you did your best. Like sometimes your best, even when you give your best, there might be something that you fuck up on or might not even fuck up. It's just like, okay, it is what it is.
No right, no wrong.
But when it's perfect, there's no room for error.
And that's just not humanly possible. I think that's what we have to realize. And even in this conversation that like, there's literally no way for us to be perfect. There's just no way. But if we kind of...
Or for other people to be perfect too.
Now that's the T. There's no way for... Because we do be expecting like...
There's types of perfectionism. There's the expectation of yourself to be perfect. There's the pressure that you may feel from other people when they expect you to be perfect or you think they expect you to be perfect. And then there's the pressure you put on other people to be perfect. Like I'm expecting... What was that? Like this is not good enough for me. That's when you think I'll be beating your ass.
Yeah, that's...
I already knew you were going to say.
Have it. Yours is coupled.
That's other oriented.
You have 1 and 3 in the bag.
The self and others.
It's self and others.
Because you know why I think that the others comes because if I'm putting the pressure on myself to be, not anymore, but when I was, putting the pressure on myself to be perfect and like setting myself to such a high standard, then I'm expecting the same from other people, which is not fair.
It's not fair. And I think it makes it harder to detach from that expectation when you are closely tied to someone else and you guys are doing work together.
Yeah, because it's like this work is my work too.
Right. But the way that you perceive it is different than other people might perceive it.
I understand.
I'm not.
No, I'm saying I do understand. But when I'm thinking, I'm like, we
gotta be perfect.
Right.
And I'm like, hold on. Let's strive for excellence here. Then we got to pivot.
And I can accept striving for excellence because when you're, like I said, when you're striving for excellence, that means you are still doing your best.
Yeah.
Doing the best that you can.
And that's how I like to move forward.
Landing where you fall.
And
long as you're not being lazy.
No, and I have some lazy ways. I can be, but honestly, okay, do you feel like I've been lazy lately?
No, you have not.
You heard it from her.
If you're clocked in, you've been clocked in.
That's what I try to do. I'm like, you know what? There's no expectations. That's what excellence feels like to me. When I'm trying my best and I can accept my best because I don't really beat myself up a lot about certain things, most things, because I'm not like a perfectionist in that regard. But I can accept that I really did my best when I know I did everything I could. Like I woke up early. I did whatever I was assigned to. I did it. And if it didn't work after that, it's not my fault. But I know I did the best that I can. I know I communicated the best that I can. I know that I showed up when I could. And that's just that. Now, when I was being lazy, then it's kind of like, then I feel like I become more defensive.
Because you knew you weren't doing even what you were supposed to do.
Right.
Right.
But sometimes I can't accept, like, hold on now, don't come down. I'm pretty sensitive.
She is.
It's like a bitch is lazy, but you ain't got to tell me.
I never said you're lazy.
I know, but I'm just
That
saying
was
sometimes
yourself.
your energy. Yeah. Yeah. It's really not the energy of you're lazy. It's the energy of it's not good enough.
Okay.
You know? But now that I'm not lazy no more, I'm like, can't nobody say nothing to me.
And we haven't even had any thing to be said. There hasn't even been anything that needs to be said.
Yeah.
We're working in tandem. You've decided to show up and be excellent and not lazy, and I have decided to not try to be perfect.
Yeah.
Look at how that works.
And then it is so much more of a balance. It's so much more harmonious.
Right.
Because this year, that's one of my intentions this year. I ain't write shit down, y'all. It's all in my head, and that's what I'm letting lead. Spirit and my thoughts. Spirit coupled with thoughts are guiding me through this year.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my intentions was to strive for excellence in my life, to be 1% better than I was the day before, no matter what it is. If it's just one little thing, like I normally wouldn't do this, but today I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go the extra mile in just a little bit, baby steps. I ain't saying I'm about to show up a whole new bitch, but when I look up in December 22nd, December 2022 is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I might look up and be like, wow, I've been doing my best every day for 365 days.
Mm-hmm.
And now look, I'm completely better. I'm more than 100% better.
Yeah.
I'm 365% better. So what about it?
Because it was 1% every day.
It was 1% every day. And that helps me not feel pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It helps me to remain authentic. It helps me to continue to honor myself in the fact that I don't have to do it all at one time. There's space, there's room for improvement. And also, it's a journey.
It is a journey for sure. And we have to find joy in this process, in this journey, because the thing that I was feeling when I was striving for perfectionism was frustration. It was really frustrating because it's like when you are a perfectionist, you see mistakes as failures, and mistakes are inevitable. Like, we're going to make mistakes. We should see mistakes as teachers. Like, you know what? We won't do that next time.
Yeah. Opportunities for learning.
Right. So yeah, instead of viewing mistakes as failures, I have done a reframing of sorts and said, we're going to use this as lessons.
Yeah.
Ways to improve, things that can be better. It's not the end of the fucking world if something's not great the first time. And, flipping it and motherfucking tumbling.
There's room for
finding joy in the journey, because sometimes I'm so obsessed with the outcome that I don't enjoy the journey. And then it's just like I throw the whole thing away if it doesn't perform or turn out how I envisioned in my mind.
And then it's just literally going from one goal to the next, and really never appreciating the process.
Right.
Everything that was there to learn. Come on. We're doing better this year.
We're doing better. We've been doing better.
We are. And if you're a mommy that struggles with perfectionism, we're gonna talk about how to avoid it, because that's what we have to do. We have to learn how to.
And I don't know where this shit came from, because I don't feel like it was ever this is definitely all self-imposed. I don't feel like anybody ever was like,
Yeah.
You need to be this and you need to be that.
So you got to do some work around it.
Therapy.
But I feel like you're already doing some work. So the best way to avoid dealing with perfectionism is to adjust our expectations. That's the real biggie, right? It's like, don't expect people to be perfect. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Really expect humanism. That's what we have to expect.
Right.
That we are flawed, that things will not always be just perfect.
Yeah.
They're not always going to be that way. Sometimes there's going to be error, and that's okay too. What we can do is expect to improve every day.
Mm-hmm.
We can expect to stay motivated so that we can finish our goals, so that we get closer to our objectives, things like that. Those are the healthy expectations. It's like, okay, show up, show out. Don't got to be perfect. Just show up and show out. That's all I'm trying to do this year.
Showing up and showing out.
That's
all
it.
we can do.
Expect to show up
When I
and
show
out.
up, I'm going to show up.
And that's it. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show out. I'm going to do the very best I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get a bag in the midst of it. always comes back to that for me, y'all. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah. And just aim to improve your habits.
Yeah.
And the way you show up. That's really the T. Improvement over perfection.
Right. So let's talk about how we can aim for excellence, because Black excellence became a thing. Excellence became a thing.
Yeah.
How do we aim for excellence? Experiment wisely.
Yeah.
We are going to stop letting fear hinder us from trying new things, seeing how they work for us.
Yeah.
And
when's the last time you tried a new thing?
You're going to put me on the spot.
Well.
When's the last time I tried a new thing? Damn. I tried a new food. Yeah, you know what? Because sometimes I do get set in my ways and get stubborn. Like, this is hella minor. I had tried a little collard wrap from Lassen's, a barbecue little collard wrap, raw collard wrap, and it was so good. It was the kind that Lassen's had made, right?
Yeah.
And when I went back to Lassen's to get it again, it wasn't there. So I was pissed because I was like, ooh, I want that collard wrap so bad.
Yeah.
And then my boo was like, they have pre-made collard wraps like a brand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this one says, the other one said like raw barbecue collard wrap. This one said barbecue burger, veggie burger wrap or something. I was like, I don't know. It's not going to be as good.
Yeah.
But you know what? I just relinquished it and I tried it and the shit was good.
Okay, good.
So that's like very minor. But that was the last new thing that I tried.
And it's just baby steps. It's just flexing the muscle of being able to step out of your comfort zone. Yeah. And I think if we just give ourselves a kudos.
I do want to try something like really
like squid or something. Oh no.
No, I don't mean food.
Oh.
I mean like an experience.
Float tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little small things.
Something. When's the last time you tried something new?
Now you done flipped it on me. When's the last time I tried something new?
Experimented.
I probably haven't. I need to. Gonna be completely honest.
You know what was a cool thing, random tangent, that my leak's doing? She's like doing something called Do, See, Eat. Like every month, do something, see something, eat something new.
Every month. Okay.
I was like, that's a good mindset to have.
Yeah. Like,
do something that you haven't done before. See something that you haven't seen. Like, well, you know what? I've been living in LA and I've never seen this. And this is something like that's cool to see.
Yes.
This is a place I've never eaten before that I've been wanting to try every month.
Yes, I think that's a good one. Which brings us to our next point, harness curiosity. So being curious about new things means you have a growth mindset. So whether that's a new talent, a new hobby, a new place to eat, whatever it might be, all of that just helps us flex our excellence muscle. It's like I'm willing to go out there, get out of my comfort zone, try something new, expose myself in a way that I haven't before, be fearless, and do the best that I can.
Right.
You know, sparking that curiosity. So I think that's a really great idea.
Writing down or figuring out something to try. New, experiment new, or what did you say?
Hobbies, talents of sorts.
Yeah,
getting into it. Or go back to some shit that maybe you didn't do because you were afraid of. Maybe you started it and put it down.
You want to get back to photography? No. Okay, I thought you were going that direction.
Maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe I'll do a little something.
The thing is, we have to be intentional though. Yeah. Like harnessing your curiosity definitely is an intentional practice. And we have to be intentional with everything we do because time will fly and you will be like, oh, wow, this was like kind of a mundane blah. I can't really find something that really lit my flame this year because we're just going through the motions. So I think definitely being intentional and striving for excellence will have us at the end of the year or whenever just reflecting like, wow, you know what? I really did some shit.
I really did it. I want to look at myself like that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to look at. Not the experiences or none of that. I want to be like, wow, I really was together this year.
Yeah.
I really did everything that I said I wanted to do. I showed up 100% at my black girl gig, not the white one, y'all. The black one.
The black.
I showed up at my black girl gig at 100%. I pulled myself together every day at 100%. I showed up.
And out.
I left it all on the table.
I gave all I had to give.
That's it. Like Beyonce said, I was there. What she said?
Now, Beyonce, that is a queen that I think really strives for excellence.
Yeah.
She always does her best. She leaves it all out on the floor.
Yeah.
And then she goes back, revitalizes herself, and comes
back
and does it again.
Yeah. 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 But that's the standard that you have to have for yourself. It's really the standard of excellence. Nobody can have a standard for you that you cannot,
that is so
maintain.
True.
You have to decide on the inside, what the fuck do I want for myself?
It's all a choice. I was thinking that, like, when I was setting up this shit, like the automated shit that was going to go up for the episode, I'm like, this is excellence.
Yeah.
Getting ahead of the shit, knowing what needs to be done, getting it done before the time it needs to be done.
Yes, period. It does. It gives you honestly, okay, y'all, because now it's getting real. We're more than a 2-man band now. It's a 4-man band.
Yeah.
A 5-man band, honestly. It's a 5-man band. So.
You know what that is?
Growth. Okay? It's growth.
Yes.
So, but there's just a few things that we've gotten in the habit of not doing since we've been a 2-man band. But now that there's more of us, we really have to take advantage of the fact that we have support and we have help and we have the resources and the means to put the people in place and nigga elevate.
Yeah.
Like, don't stay at the 2-man band level when there's 5 of y'all.
That's done.
That's ghetto.
That's stupid.
Like, why are you going out sad?
Right. And it's like, why aren't you implementing the things that you need to implement to get the shit done? If that means you need to do it 2 days
before,
in advance,
whatever it is, get up an hour ahead of time, no matter what it is. And you know what I just thought about? Why work so hard to get to the point of being able to put shit in place to still show up raggedy?
Right.
Work so hard, do everything you got to do, and then you still gonna show up raggedy.
Right. When we have opportunity to show up excellent.
And really take the lead. Putting these bitches behind us. What? Time to wake them up. Time to wake them up, as Roland Ray says.
Is he doing okay?
I don't know. He was struggling with COVID.
He was.
Yeah.
Hopefully he rolls out of that intact.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we're aiming for excellence, we're going to also practice self-care on this journey. This is important.
Mm-hmm.
This is very important. We're going to have positive self-talk.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to frequently check in with ourselves, reflect, like I mentioned earlier, on the journey, on the process. Just making sure like what we're doing is in alignment with what we want for ourselves. And just making sure like, we're always tapped in and never tapped out.
Yeah. And connect with a good friend who can hold you accountable. Maybe when they hear you slipping or talking that perfection shit or like down talking or saying some shit that you should not be saying, they can be like, girl, stop.
Yank up by collar.
Period. Okay. Slap in face. Slap on ass. Get out there. Whatever it's going to be. Somebody who can be like, no, we're
not doing that.
We're not
Big
doing
Shoe
that.
doing that. Somebody says, Big Shoe doing a good job.
Period.
But also, it's not accepting mediocrity. I don't like those yes men people that's like, you know what? It's good when you know good and well it needs to be better. Not saying kick people when they're down.
Don't kick them, but give them a quick nudge.
Don't kick them, but slap them on the ass and call them and tell them to do better.
Yeah.
Shit.
Little by little. Just trust the process. Trust the journey.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. Don't be asking or expecting people to show up and do the most. Nigga, go to therapy and heal. Period. That's really what it comes down. Go to therapy and heal.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are moving on to our segment of the week.
Yes.
This week we're doing a girlfriend gag.
Yeah, it's a girlfriend gag.
So, girlfriend gag, just for a reminder for those of you who may have forgot, you can submit your letters, your questions, your concerns, and we will address them with your permission here on the show. So, we got a letter.
We got an email.
Says,
You gonna read it? You want me to read it? I got you. Baby girl says, my husband is a drunk. Actually, hold on. Before he's a drunk, he's an asshole drunk.
your mic is
My husband is an asshole drunk. However, he drinks extremely infrequently, so this issue only arises every few years. Christmas week, he went to his office holiday party and got blacked out drunk. Then came home at 1:30 and picked an argument with me. My mother-in-law was visiting for the holidays and peeped how he was acting, so she started checking him.
Okay.
Check his
Check
ass,
your son,
mama.
because it was a
Who
first
raised
of all,
you?
First, I want to start with your mama.
She
should have whooped your ass.
okay?
This mama was ready, though.
It escalated to them arguing and her crying. Due to unrelated PTSD, I got extremely overwhelmed by drama. Plus, I had work in the morning, so I hit up a homegirl and asked if I could crash on the couch.
Oh, shit.
Got my shit together and left. I called his brother to let him know his mom and my husband were arguing and asked if he could call to help simmer it down. When I arrived to my friend's place, I called Mill, mother-in-law, to let her know I'm safe and would be home in the morning. Okay. She told me my husband was sleeping, so all seemed well. Now here's where everything went extremely left. 7 a.m. the next morning, I'm pulling into our driveway and his brother calls me and proceeds to start going the fuck off.
Okay, boy.
He drags me for leaving his mom in that situation. Then he starts explaining to me what a wife's responsibilities are. How I either should have stayed home or brought their mom with me.
What?
Listen, I stopped him and told him he needs to redirect that anger at his brother because I'm the one who got abused here verbally when I was minding my business watching Netflix after work. This nigga starts saying how my husband and I need to do something about our unhealthy relationship, my poor decision making, and some other bullshit I can't remember because I hung up on him and proceeded to block him on everything.
Boy, bye.
The gag is, my brother-in-law lived with us for 3 months in 2019 and his girlfriend who has since married. I won't go into details, but he is the last person on planet Earth who should be telling me what a wife should or should not be doing, as he is literally in an Elsa-level glass house.
Who's Elsa? Is Elsa? Is that Disney?
I feel like it might be Frozen.
But we don't know.
It's funny whoever get it.
Right.
It pisses me off that I'm held to this golden standard that he could and would never hold his non-black wife to. Also, this is the second time he has called to drag me this year.
Okay, he doing too much. You ain't gonna keep calling me and thinking you can drag me, nigga. What?
In May or June, they called to clear the air about how I hurt the wife's feelings back in 2019. I lost the pregnancy weeks prior to this call, so basically I told them to both fuck off. If they wanted to talk about what happened 2 years ago, then they should have reached out 2 years ago, not when I'm in the pits of hell after losing our baby. As for this last incident, could my husband call his wife to cuss her out? Could my husband call his wife to cuss her out about the infinite number of poor decisions she makes?
Right.
No. So IDK why he felt comfortable about doing that to me. I told my husband it's his responsibility to rectify that, and he agrees. Anyway, at this point, I hate them all, and I'm fantasizing about my Tatiana life alone in the mountains of Peru. My Tatiana life would be like in the mountains of Peru. His mom apologized, called the brother and made him apologize, and my husband apologized, is enrolling in therapy, and said he's never drinking again after he woke up to his life ruined. Unfortunately, I am not in the space to forgive anybody. I feel like this family's punching bag, and IDK what to do, or I don't know what to say or do, because at this point, I don't give a fuck about any of these apologies. I know the drinking issue with my husband can be resolved, but it's the familial fracture that I don't see us returning from. I can't see myself going to family events in the future because even after the apologies, I don't feel respected. What do you do when an apology isn't enough? Now, our feedback.
Yeah, the brother, first of all,
the brother can suck a sick dick and go to hell.
That was not the brother's place at all.
Hell no.
Don't call me telling me what I should have done with anybody.
And nigga, first off, you know what you could have did?
Pick up your mom.
Period. Go get your mama from the situation. Go sit your brother down. Tuck him in and make sure he's had some water before
what are you calling me for? Going the fuck off.
Boy.
I would have been like, Arr! Remember when we used to do that?
Yeah.
Arr! Right in his face. Like, bruh, what we're not about to do is this. You got to get off my phone.
Period. I too would have had to get his ass together. I would have been like, nigga, if you don't hang the fuck up and call your family.
What are you calling me for? Talking about the duties of a wife? No.
Nigga, the duties of a son are. And I would have listed out
the duties of a son. The duties of a man.
Let me go to the duties
of a husband.
What the fuck?
Like, you talking to the wrong person. And you know what? Sometimes you do have to remove yourself from the situation, especially when people are belligerently drunk. I don't want to be in this house and I have to get my ass up and go to work in the morning.
Yeah. Honestly, truly, I think this is a tough situation because this is your husband, not your boyfriend. I don't know if it needs to be a family counseling or a sit down with the brother, establish some boundaries. That's what it really seems like, some boundaries, and allowing yourself to take the time away from the family that you need. Don't feel pressure to go to any family events.
Right.
Don't feel pressure for them to pull up on you during the holidays. Maybe you don't need that right now. And let your husband know so he can honor that and you guys can be a united front. When the enemy comes.
Yeah, it's
okay.
like,
When the adversary comes, it's like, hold on, we're not doing that because shit already went left a few months back. I would definitely be talking to my husband. Yes, get into therapy. Or just stop drinking. If everything is cool when he's not drinking, maybe it's no tea. Maybe
it seems like he can't handle the liquor.
And sometimes it's like that.
Sometimes people cannot handle the liquor, and I definitely am an advocate of if you can't handle it, let it sit.
Sit down.
Because if you're going to pick it up and it's going to cause turmoil and wreak havoc and shit, you don't need to drink it.
You don't.
And I don't want to be around you when you're drinking.
It really is the brother-in-law. It's not even the mother-in-law. You and your meal are cool.
Right.
It seems like, so you can accept her apology. She probably just feels terribly that it
her
happened.
sons are fucked up.
Right. It's the brother-in-law.
Yeah.
He's the one that you and your husband need to sit down with and establish some real boundaries.
Yeah,
with.
like these are our boundaries. This is my wife. And your husband can even communicate it.
Yeah.
These are my wives. When you're talking to my wife, it needs to be about this, this, this. Don't call her about nothing else.
Period. And wait till I'm sober. If this ever happens again, if you got an issue with my wife with something that she did over me, wait till I'm coherent enough to be in the middle of it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that your husband has decided to go to therapy. Maybe a little bit of couple sessions of couple therapy might be good too.
Yeah, but fuck that brother-in-law.
Fuck the brother-in-law.
Fuck him until he can get his mind right, and then we can welcome him back. But until then, it's fuck him. That's what we say. That's what we would do.
Okay, y'all.
If you have a girlfriend gag that you want our advice on, or just some tea that you want to spill with the homegirls, feel free to email us at contact@theblackgirlbravado.com.
Yes, and next week we are talking about
rejection, sensitive dysphoria.
Ooh.
Yeah. Come on back to hear all the tea. Love y'all so much. Okay. Love y'all.
The Kappa.
Yeah, the Kappa. Love y'all so much. Thank y'all for the support, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.